Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. With me now, two recognizable faces from Western Livestock Journal, Logan Ipsen and Jared Patterson. Thank you guys both for being on. Logan, I'm going to ask you first. You guys have been out on the road this spring. How was the spring season for both of you guys?
So it was actually a wonderful season. We had a really good market here. We had a really good market this spring in the bull sale season. In my new role, I traveled more across the nation and saw some different sales. Traveled up in the north quite a bit, traveled in the Midwest quite a bit. Just about everywhere we went, we saw huge increases in our averages. Quality of cattle continues to get better. Prices seem to reflect that. So it's been really good. I know Jared's got some pretty good stats on the Western U.S. on that.
Yeah, it was fantastic, right? I mean, the optimism, everybody's seeking to buy really good bulls. The market was good. In the West, in the WLJ attended sales, we did sold 6,347 bulls, an average 59.90 across the board. That's about a $738 average increase over last year. So phenomenal year. We got plenty of snowpack in the West. It was a long winter. Cattle are turned out and doing well, and everybody's very optimistic right now.
I think that optimism is carrying into this summer. But it's been about almost a year here that you've been at the front of WLJ. You know, what's new? What new staff? What projects are we working on? What do we have to see coming from WLJ?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because I get really excited when I talk about our staff, because I think we assembled a really, really neat team. It's never easy when you go through a transition, and so there's always some, I guess insecurities when you go into it. But now that we've been here for a year, I want to brag on a couple of our new people. One of the first hires that we had was a kid named Tristan Martin, who is an absolute behind the scenes but brilliant mind. We're going to do a lot of video work moving forward, and he's going to be an integral part of that. Hannah Jackson, who just graduated from Baylor in 2 years with a 4.0 GPA, just an absolute brilliant mind. She's handling all our subscriptions and our circulation, does copy editing, but she's going to take on some roles in our social media feeds moving forward. Absolute brilliant person. And the last one I want to talk about is Kirby Bryansfeld. She came to us from NCBA, and I think just an absolute natural leader, and has our office. Everything was clicking. When we went into the spring bull sale season, which is a huge part of our business, about almost 65% of our business is done in the first quarter of the year, and we had a lot of new staff on there, and it went so smooth. And they've done a phenomenal job. We're taking this time off to reevaluate and get some projects lined up, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be unveiling in the next couple months.
Well, I think that you guys just wrapped up a pretty cool tour that I just learned about here this morning. Kind of talk to us about what that is and what somebody should be looking forward to for next year with it.
WLJ is such a rich history, and that's the one thing that I take a lot of pride in. The Crow family for 3 generations built a very, very fluent business. One of those things is they adapt to different changes in different times. In the 1940s, before a lot of these ranches had their own auctions, most of the cattle trade, bull buying, was done private treaty. So they organized this thing called the bull buying tour, right? And so they would go to one ranch and they'd buy all this guy's bulls. And then this group of people would move up to the next ranch and buy bulls. And since that has kind of evolved into a tour, and as these auctions all started to happen, it became more of a tour. And at one point, they kind of went international with it. This time, we pick a different spot in the nation every single year, and they just wrapped up the Nebraska Sandhills called the Legacy Tour. And so what happened, there's 130 people from 17 states, including Australia. And if you want to have more information on that, go to WLJtours.com and find out more information. Get in touch with Devin and Sam Mernon. They'll be able to help you out.
Well, thank you guys both for being here. Looking forward to seeing you guys all summer working these sales with us. Appreciate y'all. Don't go anywhere. We have more Superior Sunrise up next.